What the heck just happened to the silver price?
The fear and greed index right now is reading extreme fear.
Silver and gold got absolutely clobbered.
That's where the pain really is.
Can be brought to 90%, that's weapon grade, in roughly 1 week.
Cue the fire! If you thought yesterday was bad and today was bad, I have some bad news for you. It actually could go a lot lower, and this morning you got in your red light therapy, so you feel good. And breaking news, trading this morning was brutal. Trading with a student, he did good, I did not. Was taking profit, I went for the took profit, but it was not there. Well, everyone and their mother is in fear. Also, some of you guys are like, why I keep opening it to silver? Because, right, COMEX, Shanghai silver vaults just hit rock bottom. Price go up, Bravo. Well, Bravo don't trade that way. I don't invest that way, and I will explain. Why 17%? The news is clearly saying it has to go up. So the sentence that people like to use that don't understand how markets work is one word: manipulation. If price goes up, they don't understand manipulation. If it goes down, manipulation. Shanghai has 9.95 million ounces left. That's it. That's like what I have. Down almost 90%. Well, I'm up. I mean, I bought a lot back in the day, and yes, I have sold 2/3 of it. 3/4, it's close, right? And I will be accumulating more, just not at those levels up there. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. They are down almost 90% over the last 5 years. The world's biggest physical buyer is running out of everything. So when we see this, we go, oh, that has to be manipulation. No, I mean, yes, I don't want to discount that. See, like with all things, there's always some truth to it. And then it makes it like, if it's a lie, you throw some true in it and you're like, oh, okay. Like 9/11, a lot of truth, a lot of lies. What is happening in Iran right now? Truth, lies. And there's a few other things, psyops, money, control. Something about this channel, I will just tell you the truth. Well, to the best of my abilities that I know it. And I have not been compromised. I see your comments. You know, when it's like, yeah, okay, Trump. A lot of things I agree, a lot of things I disagree. You shouldn't follow people that are like, whatever he says, he is God, we listen. When I push back in the day on the pandemic, the narratives like, get this and that, and I was the guy that was on the opposite side. And because of that, I got in trouble with Google and YouTube. But just know, I'll always be balanced. So if you want to subscribe to a balanced channel and helping you understand this from orderly sell-off to panic, stocks, bonds, oil, dollar, and then I say good things about dollar, and then you really don't like me. See, I push back on your narrative, on your truth, which I hope you're following channels that stress you. And it's good to say, you know what? I was wrong. Today, I was wrong. Well, in trading, I didn't take profits. I went with the pride route and like, I got this. I know what the market's doing. Well, looks like I got that one wrong. But what predicts all of this? You look at the charts. We have been going from orderly sell-off to now panic. Now everyone and their mother, like Goldman Sachs, we got a crash coming, kids. And again, the charts are showing you. Well, except over the last few months, it's basically like a mental illness. Which way we going? I don't know. There was a word for up and down in basically in the same word. Yes, but we have been in a box. Today, we broke the box, but came back into the box. So this article says, quote, we've broken the box. It's when you trade, you draw boxes and you sit and you wait. Morning open, you're like, okay, we're going down today. And then in the box is complete insanity. These are the levels to watch for as stocks slump. And coming in from Bloomberg, even JP Morgan, see the banks. JP Morgan, stock market is in sell first mode. So that is a lie. If you traded this morning, it was not sell first, it was buy first. 8 times out of 10, when you have an institutional candle like that, wipes out that guy, everything before it, you're like, we're going to go higher. And some of you did. You're like, yep. And then you took profit. But boy, that reversal was, I hope you have a stop loss. It was like, boom, down 1%, 2%. You going to keep going? 3? Now, breaking news, trading market open, completely different than I've ever taught anyone anything, and why silver broke down. If you've gone through my courses, you know That's a rising wedge. It is bearish. It is going to break. And you broke. See, it's downward trending. Two things. One, you see, it just it's continuation. It is a continuation move, okay? Then it goes up, and this is called a bear flag. That is also not good. What you would like to see is more, it just kind of going down this way, not up. I know you're like, but it's up. That's a good thing. That's not. So if you want to follow along, take my course. It's $2.99. It's the price of a textbook. I even have the click it and forget it. It's AI. Because some of you are arguing with me or saying I'm too lazy to trade. Make it really easy. I think it's so important. Probably one of the 5 most important things you'll do in your life. That way you're not confused by the news and you're like, oh. Because everyone who follows the news loses money because they're probably bought. And then I teach you how this works. So if you want to make your digits go up, because you've learned that, it will. Also, if you do not know what to trade, grab one of my watch lists before the price goes up, along with my trading course. As you name it, I'll trade it. My bull market watch list, I'd much rather pay $1.33 a day than $50 a month. Yes, it's going up. No, the price will never come down. Yes, the market will predict the news. Sometimes you don't know what it is, though, but you're like, it's going to sell off in a big way, which I will show you. All hell breaks loose in private credit. It was actually March 1st. Any new updates? Yes, I'm glad you asked. Private credit panic goes to 11 as world's largest private credit fund hit with record redemptions. It is going. How's those bank stocks? Do you know where the sell button's at? Now I need to give you big picture of market because S&P 500, there's 500 guys in there. Most of them are just bench warmers. You have, these pretty colors right here, that's a fib, S&P 500. 1, okay? And we go down to 2. I teach you how to measure it, called a retracement tool. 3, 4, and like what I've been saying for a long time is this 5 should be it. See how I say should be? It's probabilities. If you go to Vegas, there's high probabilities that they're going to take all your money because the minute it's above 51% in their favor, the more you play, the more you pay. For me, the trades that I take 80% of the time, you have a 90% that this is the top. This is also a consolidation. After that said consolidation, we break down. And then for the first time in your life, because you've learned how to swing trade, it goes wee, and then it swings. Then you go in. Shorting it up here, you can, but your percentages go down because you're way above the 200. You're way above the 9. You're way above the all of the tings. Here is the S&P 500 with no tings, and here is the NASDAQ. Support lines for me. I shall remove those. Also, you got a hammer. Today's a hammer. You should go up tomorrow. Should. Let me turn on one indicator for you so you can see what I see. When I say there's a high probability, this top and that top is a double top, along with a gigantic divergence. Your price should not, well, now it's not. When it was there, I'm like, guys. Now, if you would have seen this ahead of time, you'd be like, oh, are you going to get above that one over there? Yeah, no, you're not. You're going lower. Also on the monthly, you see it going lower. Price going higher. We're also 1 pixel away from that crossing. We go lower. But again, I'm not saying short this. I'm saying wait for the bounce. Whereas this might be a 75% good short, the bounce is like a 90. Here on this channel, I try to protect you. I mean, maybe you're a long-term investor. Okay, you're fine. And I've been saying you're fine. Silver, you're fine. Gold, you're fine. They want to turn on one little trend line, right? That, you broke. Last time we broke something like that, well, it wasn't good. How low will we go? Don't worry about that. Worry about learning how to trade it and grab the bounce, and you turn on the indicators and you say, yes, I am confident. You could use those indicators on everything. Crypto, a death cross on Bitcoin when you lost about 52%. This is also a death cross. These are two moving averages. And it's a lagging indicator. So this is lagging. So you've already lost that much, which in December I said, get out. Now you're going to lose some more, which, you had a little pump. Thanks, Michael Saylor, but you're not at that 50 yet. Are we going to continue to drop? The answer is 90%. All the crypto channels are saying this was the floor. This is it. They could be right. Am I buying this? No. Did I buy that? Yes, I did. Then I sold it the next day and I got out for a profit. And yes, I will be accumulating in those zones. While the world burns, jihad, wars. Yeah, I don't even notice that always. Maybe not so much the jihad thing. Iran has officially declared jihad against the United States. Here, I can't read it, but Grok says, is this true? And the answer is that Wheel of Fortune? Yes, largely true. While the world burns and scares you to death, with who knows a lot of times, right? Psyops, propaganda, all these things. I will tell you, there's not a definitive, I don't know, like this. And I've been speaking this, and I served Desert Shield, Desert Storm, very versed on weapons of mass destruction. I had a difficult time finding any though. Iran can make a nuke in 10 days, says Trump. The 60% can be brought to 90% weapon grade, roughly in 1 week. Would you like to watch it?
I don't know if that exact moment it was over, but I know this. They have 10,000 roughly kilograms of fissionable material. That's broken up into roughly 460 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium, another 1,000 kilograms of 20% enriched uranium, and the balance is at 3.67. They manufacture their own centrifuges to enrich this material. So there's almost no stopping them. They have an endless supply of it. The 60% material, Sean, can be brought to 90%. That's weapons grade, in roughly 1 week, maybe 10 days at the outside. The 20% can be brought to weapons grade inside of 3 to 4 weeks. And let me say this, because I forgot this small little detail. In that first meeting, both the Iranian negotiators said to us directly, with no shame, that they controlled 460 kilograms of 60%, and they're aware that that could make 11 nuclear bombs, and that was the beginning of their negotiating stance. So they were proud of it. They were proud that they had evaded all sorts of oversight protocols to get to a place where they could deliver 11 nuclear bombs.
So there you have it. You got news, stocks, war, propaganda, psyops, and oh, hey, breaking news, the White House just released the full objectives of Operation Epic Fury. And it has nothing to do with Israel. Don't use that word on YouTube. This is not war. Nah. What about the whole world? What about just about everything plunging off of a cliff? I mean, can't use Spain either. Spain's like, no, you can't use our bases. No, now you're like, well, I think we should bomb Spain. We shall not call that war either. We're just going to, when we bomb Spain, a major combat operation. Just next time, can you let us know? And if you missed the Spain thing, yeah, Orange Guy says cutting off all trade with Spain. Oh, and just what I said, about letting us know. It'd be very helpful, and I cannot make this
Travel
stuff up.
chaos in Dubai, with several Instagram models and escorts reportedly stranded. Tourism expert John Bernard joins me now. What is the feeling there right now in Dubai?
Thanks, Jane. That's right. With recent travel restrictions, many escorts and IG models have been left stranded here in Dubai looking for a way out. The question now is, which country will most likely take in these escort refugees? Early signs suggest Las Vegas is preparing to take some of them in. Melbourne is also in the mix, particularly with the F1 currently underway. And we've seen a noticeable surge in one-way flights to Miami. Many of these women are currently unable to update their Instagram highlights and unable to charge 500 AED an hour. So it remains a developing situation.
And please tell me that was at least just half fake. I'll tell you what's not. Buy Europe, everyone who bought the top, but you have opportunity. Swing it. Do it before prices go up. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.